Welcome back. This is my Let's Play of Shadowrun Returns. Last episode we kicked Stevie J's ass. Now we're returning to the Union to see what's up with Coyote. So, despite Coyote's clear desire to stand on her own 2 feet, Paco needs to help her through the door in the Seamstress Union. Heads raise and the front room of the bar falls strangely silent. Paco stands by her side now, not speaking, his dark eyes flat with fury. Coyote presses a rag to her clawed-up face. She winces, but manages to keep control as she breathes in slow, deep breaths to manage the pain. Taking a closer look, you see her arm isn't much more than shreds of meat and broken bone held together by tendons and burned skin. It'll be a miracle if she still has it by the end of the night. So, Coyote's fucked up. Alright. Miss Kubota is tending bar herself when Paco walks, carries the mangled and bleeding Coyote into the Union. As soon as the boss lady lays eyes on her missing bartender, the place gets quiet fast. By the time she rounds the bar to meet you, Coyote is the color of wet spackle, and there's nothing new in her eye. There's something new in her eye. Fear. This woman is face down hellhounds, but the sight of Mrs. Kubota has her staring at the floor and mumbling. Woman, how dare you miss 2 shifts and then come back and bleed on my floor? I'm sorry, Miss Kubota. I had a run that went bad. So, I can see that. Your arm is a mess. Was this your crusade again? Do not answer. It will only upset me further. You caused me to worry about you, Coyote, and that distracted me from my business. Hi, Miss Kubota. My apologies again. Cherry, take her downstairs to Dr. Castle. Yes, ma'am. And tell Castle to put something new and shiny where that arm used to be. Mrs. Kubota, I can't afford a cyber arm. I'm aware of your financial situation. When you are healed, we'll discuss the concept of Giri, the debt of honor. Now go, bleed elsewhere. Yes, ma'am. 2 karma, plus I had 1, so I'm at 3. Her anger at Coyote's rashness slowly washes from her eyes and is replaced by tears. She sniffs, wipes them away, and inclines her head to you. Domo arigato, Banzai. That girl is precious to me. It is not often that we see acts like these in the Barrens. You have performed a great service for my little family, and I welcome you into my home. Consider it yours while your work keeps you here. But we both know that words are mere air. Beyond my thanks, I offer you this remuneration. Please take it as a show of respect. This looks like my kind of place. Whiz, I could use a bunk. I am honored, Miss Kubota. Thank you. We'll go with that because she's all proper. You are most welcome, and I offer more than simple lodging. You will find that there is more to the Union than meets the eye. Below us is a small facility available exclusively for discriminating independent operatives like yourself. In it, you will find vendors selling the best gear the black market has to offer, a fully equipped cyber dock, and a secure place to rest when the dreck hits the fan, as they say. Duh, it's a safe house, duh, she said Cyberdock, so you are quite the entrepreneur. Indeed. Normally I require a percentage of the runner's income for the use of this facility, but as I said, you are family now. Consider it on the house. To gain entrance, play GAFFC on the piano. So we can meet all the black market vendors in the safe house, and then find the med bay in the safe house. Anything else to say? Is Mr. Delilah here tonight? Yes, Mr. Delilah's in the back bar. That's usually where he does business. You mentioned Coyote's crusade. What is it? Coyote grew up in the Royale, but managed to escape that life. However, her cousin was apparently not so lucky. He came to town about a year ago and fell in with the wrong circle. He was introduced to some chips and became addicted to BT house. Coyote has been tearing her way through the chip houses for months now, searching for him and acting as a one-woman cleanup crew. How did you get involved in all this? I am a former runner. Now I provide a safe haven and marketplace for runners who need a trustworthy place to congregate and do business. Any Johnsons or Fixers here tonight? In addition to Mr. Delilah, you may wish to speak to Van Gross. He is often stage side. Van Gross is most often a receiver of found articles, but he occasionally has work. I'll be going now. Alright. Who is that Van Gross? So he may have work for me. Van Gross is busy talking on his calmly checking his heads-up display and motioning to a runner standing nearby at the same time. He is an intense little man. You get the sense that he looks like he likes to look busy. I'm Van Gross. Make it quick. Busy's good. Talk to me. Kubota said you're a fixer. He still hasn't looked at you. Nothing for you tonight. Sorry, I'm doing a thing right now. Important thing. Talk to you later. Oh, hey guys, one more thing. He covers his comm link for a moment and tilts his head your way, but you can still see him staring at the HUD. My fence too. If you got anything you need to unload, come see me. Alright. I'm assuming that's the same thing. We need to finish the call. Perhaps. Alright. Johnny, where's Delilah? Oh, he's probably... Let's talk to Johnny. Leans on seemingly brand new mop and surveys the crowd. Hey Johnny, I'm looking for where Cherry took Coyote. Where's the safe house? Thanks for the tip of the day. That's stupid because I played the piano. Yep, I got it. Why would I ask something I already knew? Clue. Evening, our security is back, looking a little worse for wear. We have you to thank for that. Paco and I tracked her down. Always wondered what she saw, but I guess he ain't all bad. I'm just glad she's back. Couldn't stomach losing anyone else so soon after what happened to Sam. Obviously, you feel protective of the people here immensely toward anyone who walks through that door, be they employee or patron, unless they mean ill will, of course. Can I ask you a few questions? Haven't minded so far. Have you heard anything else about Sam's death? People are saying it was the Ripper, but people say a lot of things about what they don't know or what they don't understand. How long have you been working for Kubota? I crawled in here after I awoke. Kubota took me and gave me a job. I've been here ever since. Do you have to pay extra for a manicure on hands that big? It's not the size they charge more for it, it's the blood under the fingernails. We're gonna vote a fence? Found grass and that. Should be going. Tilt your road. Where is... Didn't they say, Delilah? So, check that out in a second, but use classified. Alright, fine. I would play GAFFC. As you slowly peck the notes out on the keyboard, they spark a faint memory of wonder, immediately forgotten as the entire piano slides to the left, revealing a hidden staircase. You descend the stairs into the Union safe house. The entrepreneurial Ms. Kubota has combined everything the runner might need into a one-stop shopping experience: black market equipment, high-end magical talisman, and a fully stocked cyber surgery dealership. Awesome. Or whiz, as the kids say. What's this? What's this? The box of ammo. Welcome. Alright, cool. I want that. Oh, I got two. Oh, you know what? Awesome. Awesome. Alright, so now I can shoot in. So yeah, that's the number west. So let's check things out first. That Algernon, Measurement, Gruberman, David Fry the second. Alright. Paco. Alright, let's go do this. Go around. Algernon. Past the bar edges of the safe house become somewhat indistinct due to a magical haze surrounding a particular elf. The man seems only half this room is mind one. Alright, so he's a magic salesman. No interest. What's the bartender got? Change your clothes, change your life, right? Not only will you look better, not that you look bad now, so you got gear for me. I need intelligence. I'm wearing secure Decker clothing. Okay, hit points plus 3, dodge plus 1, charisma plus 1, willpower plus 1. Bought that for 400. Equip it. That looks stupid as hell. But, you know, it's not about how you look. It's about the stats, man. It's the stats. What do you say? Theodore Buster Gruber is well-groomed orc dressed with a precision that suggests he suggests the straight lines of a military officer uniform. His hair is cropped short, high and tight, as they say. The neatness of this presence is only compromised by the uneven tusks protruding from his mouth. The only other defect in this picture of perfection is the man's cybernetic right arm, which is obviously enough to be noticeable, but not so obvious as to ruin the lines of his suit. When he speaks, the orc's voice is soft and thoughtful. He talks almost exclusively in numbers, calibers, ranges, rounds per second, arc of fire, razoring factor, tensile strength, and of course, price. Bunker Buster Gruberman at your service. Friends call me Buster. I also answer to Sergeant, Sir, and even Theodore on occasion. Anytime you're in the market for firearms, ammunition, or ordnance, I'm your man. How can I help? Let's see what you got. So, I am looking for weapons. I have below. So I've got a Fischetti Security 500. For 150 more, I can boost my capacity from 12. Is there any other? Alright, I'll buy that. What drawings are there? I need that. I got one of those. Let's unequip Fischetti. Take the Seska Black Scorpion just for capacity. Got it. Alright. This dude over here. David Fry the second. What do you got, David? Cyber stuff, don't you? Hacking shizza. Every inch of the tech above our tech alcove is covered with a chaotic patchwork quilt of circuit boards, chips, wires, displays, and a million other things that you can't identify. In the eye of this techno-bit storm stands a dwarf, immaculately dressed and supremely calm. I know that look. Don't let the size of the shop fool you. I can get any Matrix hardware or software that exists, and if it doesn't exist, then I can get it made for you. Any questions? I can answer anything gear you need. Alright. So let's go through this. What exactly is a deck? You jack in the matrix on context or run. When you jack into the local node of the facility you're in, your deck contains determines how many programs and ESPs you can carry and the firepower of your base matrix attack. Okay. Program in the matrix. To defend your avatar against countermeasures and enemy deckers, there's a wide variety of different programs for attack and defense at different power levels. As you progress as a decker, you can use more powerful versions of these programs. Okay, what's an ESP? Ooh, Johnny Clean. Sure, when you infiltrate a facility on a run, you have a team. When you jack into the matrix, you're all alone. That's where ESPs come in. An ESP is a highly advanced artificial life program which, when you deploy it, manifests as another team member in the matrix. So, like, different types of ESPs have different abilities. Alright, what you got? So, let's look at Cyberdex. Short. Alright. So, let's see. So we reduce now. Let's try and kill her. Let's try to shield. Gives me 300. I can't afford it. Let's come back later. Oh, I'm being rude. Let me also introduce you to our resident decker, my good friend, Johnny Clean. Why the same overalls that you saw him upstairs, down here leaning over a workbench crammed with circuit boards, cables, and chips. Johnny Clean seems a totally different person. You get the impression that Johnny was once as hot and invisible as most infamous deckers today. Good to see you down here. Happy to be of help, if I can be. How is decking used? Alright, that's what I'm waiting for, before we actually can go. Why are you dressed as a janitor? Did I stand out upstairs? Yes, a green crisp janitor always stands out. No, janitors never do. When I was younger, I had a rep for getting in and getting out of systems so clean that no one knew I was there. Half the matrix runs that earned me my rep were made possible because I was able to get inside the facility posing as a janitor. Now it's just sort of part of me. Is it true that you're part of the Echo Mirage team? Let me take this one. Listen, I've known this guy for over a decade. He's been smart enough not to tell me, so he is sure as hell not going to tell you anything about those days. For your health and his, best to let the subject go. See you guys around. Because I don't know how much money if I'll be able to buy me any Cyberrun stuff from the dock here. Make it quick, I need to operate. Thanks for helping me out back there. Looks like you could use a hand. Ouch, bad joke right now. Slows down there. Okay, folks, I'm going to have to ask you to sit in the waiting area and watch some tri-vid or something with this young lady who had work to do. Miss Capote never said what kind of Cyberrun she'd pay for. Want something badass? Got one with a laser inside? You'll take what I give you, lady. Now let's have a look at your face. Leave it. Oh, excuse me? Coyote. I earned this face by being stupid. Or keep it. End of story. Whatever you say, kid. With one swift move, she sinks a syringe into Coyote's thigh. Nighty-night. Dumbass Coyote. Coyote looks both better and worse when we last saw her. All the gaping holes are plugged and she's sporting a shiny new cyber arm. But now that the adrenaline has worn off, it's clear she needs some rest. Good morning. Thanks to the miracle of modern science combined with Doc Castle's magic healing powers, I'm almost as good as new. Better, really. Nice arm. Thanks, Mrs. Kubota will have me working it off for the rest of my life. She notices your expression. You look like you've got something on your mind. I have some questions. She flashes you a puzzled look. What kind of questions? About Sam Watts. Sam Watts, what about him? Sam's dead. Holy frick, Sam. Can't say I'm surprised. He was on a downward spiral for a long time. What can I tell you? Tell me about Sam. I hear you liked him. I did. He made me laugh. No one else seemed to like Sam's jokes, but I did. Did you guys jam? Me too. You were friends? We ran together. Got it. Guess it was the same way for me in a way. We drank together. Sam just had a way of charming you. I guess I knew him the best of everyone here. Sorry he's gone. You served Sam the night he died. What do you remember about that night? It was a pretty average night. Regular crowd as I remember. Sam was drinking with a guy named Armitage. Jake? Yeah, you know him? I met him. He's a charmer too. She bites her lower lip. I like gingers. Anyway, Jake and Sam were having a few. Well, Jake was having a few. Sam was tossing him back, but good. Eventually got loud, the way he sometimes did when he mixed drinking and who knows what. Miss Kubota wanted him ejected. Mr. Clue wasn't around, can't remember why, so she asked Jake to do the honors. Jake dragged him out back into the alley, and that's the last time I saw Sam. You said he got loud. Do you remember what he was saying? She thinks. Standard Sam drink. He grew up rich and didn't deserve this. How he hated his mother, how he loved his mother. It was pretty pathetic stuff. Did Sam have any enemies? Enemies? That's hard to say. Sam partied hard, and when he did, he ran his mouth off pretty good. Got his ass kicked on more than one occasion. But no, I don't think he had any enemies, at least none that I'm aware of. Where did Sam live? On the streets, mostly. He'd occasionally convince someone to let him flop on their couch, but he'd always overstay his welcome and get kicked out after a few days. Sometimes I'd sneak him down here so I could crash in one of the bunks. He used one the night before I saw him last. So you can check that out. How bad was his drinking? If it wasn't just drinking, it would have been bad. But Sam was in the monogamous type. He dabbled in everything. Booze, chips, drugs. He loved the nitro, whatever he could get his hands on. It wasn't always like that, but once he got sick, he started using more and more stuff to try and forget about it. Sam was sick. Dying, didn't you know? Yeah, everyone could tell. You could just look at him and see he was a walking corpse. It had to be the drinking. Then he disappeared for a while, and one day he came back, all better. Looked good even. All better, just like that. He said his mom helped him out, never said how. Thanks, Coyote. Now I just need you two to do something for me. What? I already did shit for you. What do you need, babe? I need you to talk to Delay upstairs about the role. Oh, good. Tell him I didn't get the gems for me. I can take another run. Okay. I got the gems for you. We'll see about me taking credit for it. The bunk is a mess, reeks of booze. Searching through the sheets, blankets, pillows, you find an old photograph that has seen a lot of wear. Let's look at the photo. Blonde boy and a girl about age 14 sitting on docks on the edge of a lake. They appear to be twins. The boy has his arm tight around the girl's shoulders and is mugging for the camera. The girl is planting a kiss on his cheek while making rabbit ears behind his head with her fingers. Sam and Jessica, Lake Sammamish State Park, 2040. Dr. Sarah Castle. What can you do for me? In Shadowrun circles, the term doctor is often used quite liberally to describe any sawbones with a needle and thread. But in the case of the Union's resident medical expert, nothing could be further from the truth. The safe house boasts a fully equipped medical suite, complete with shamanistic fetishes. This is sixth world medicine of the highest caliber. The doctor herself is an unassuming sort, perhaps the type to go unnoticed entirely, if not for the sprightly spirit perched on her shoulder like her own personal gargoyle. The spirit's burning eyes follow you constantly, even as the doctor's own eyes are buried in her charts. However, she does not look up long enough to acknowledge your approach. She does look up. I'm Dr. Castle. I understand you were instrumental in bringing Coyote back to us. Thank you for that. You're welcome, Doc, and I gotta say, that was some work you did on her. Your talents may be going to waste down here. High praise for a simple arm swap, especially since she wouldn't let me repair her face. She's not you eyeballing the facilities. I can tell you're surprised to find a full-service medbay under a dive bar in a slum. Don't be. This is a Shadowrunner bar, after all. For a purveyor of cyberware and trauma kits, there's no better place to set up a practice. A patch runners up, install and maintain their cyberware, and provide medical supplies for their wounds. I may not be as mobile as Doc Wagon, but I'm the next best thing. Talk about trauma. Fully automated staplers. Scrans. Let's see here. If you're bleeding out, one of those can get you back on your feet. Exactly. I want to know what cyberware you have available. Quickness. Can't afford a damn thing, huh? Those would be kind of neat. Alright, what else you got? What's that on your shoulder? This little guy supports the healing rituals I perform on my patients after surgery, dramatically reducing their recovery time. Not standard procedure, of course, but the results speak for themselves. Never mind, I'm good. Alright, met all the black market vendors in the safe house. I don't think she's going to tell us anymore, except she wants us to go upstairs and talk to Delilah. Huh. How about this? Yeah, showed her the photo. Did you know Sam had a twin sister? Yeah, I did. They mentioned her once or twice. It didn't sound like they were getting along that well. He was rambling on about her the last time I saw him. By that point, he was completely gone. I really couldn't follow what he was saying, but he sounded miserable. Your comlink chirps on the screen shows the smiling face of Officer somebody, and he's smiling. It must be about money. Are all the cops on the tank as happy as you? Yeah, we have our own clubhouse and everything. As per our discussion, I'm informing you of another Ripper murder. The victim worked at the NTSB investigation facility down on the docks. You owe me for this one. Put it on my tab. You there now? Better get here quick before McCluskey arrives. The docks. Okay, listen. I want to help. You dragged me out of the Royale before something bad happened. Worse than getting my arm torn off, and Sam was my friend. You head to the docks and I'll see if I can track down Sam's sister, Jessica. She might be able to help us. See you when I get back. Let's go upstairs. Let's finish Delilah off. There he is. Mr. Delilah. Mr. Delilah looks small and tough with the untraceable shoddy on his back and a heavy vest under his trench coat. He's got the air of someone who gets things done and occasionally does them himself. He might be an ex-runner, one of the rare ones smart enough to move over to management when he felt his reflexes slowing down. What do you want? Mr. Delilah, we have business to discuss. What business? I got no business with you. We're with Coyote. She's indisposed at the moment. At the mention of Coyote, he finally gives you his full attention. Why didn't you say so? Coyote is late. My client's getting anxious. Where is she? She's downstairs in the medbay. Got her arm torn off on the job. No kidding? Well, whatever. She's tough. She'll pull through. So who are you two? The guys that got your goods. What difference does it make? Don't make no difference to me. Where's the stones? Let's see. We'll hold back that pebble. In an instant, there's a jeweler's scope on his eye, moving quickly through what appears to be the most valuable stones. He stops when he can't find what he's looking for. He glares at you, furious, and throws the rest of the gems in your face. It's not here. What? He exhales and slowly wags his head as he speaks. Let me explain the way the world works to you. I hire someone to do a job, they do it. Then they get paid, and we part happy. Now you have something I paid Coyote to get for me. That makes it mine, so you give me the pebble, and we won't make any more work for Johnny Clean. Maybe if you told me more about the pebble, it might jog my memory. I'm smart enough not to ask my clients why they want what they want. I just arrange for them to get it. Now hand it over. I give them the pebble. I didn't want to give them the pebble. Coyote may not have told you, but the penalty for being late with delivery was no payment. But I'm feeling magnanimous tonight, so you guys can keep the gems I threw in your damn face. Mr. Delilah looks you up and down, takes you all in, and smiles to himself. Listen, you look like the sort of man who might run a crew of your own one day. Might need a little talent when that happens. You come to me, I'll set you up. He dismisses you with a wave. Looks like you impressed him. No offense for those gems, Fangrass, follow me. Well, since I already met stupid-ass Fangrass, knew he was a fence. Delilah, anything? We're done. Alright. So obviously they don't think people can figure crap out on their own. Fangrass is fiddling with his cyber eye while noodling on his PDA. You're back. Still busy? What's your story? We have some pretty things to sell. You'll want to see them. I have a fondness for pretty things. Let me see. You hear the servos in Vangrass's cyber eye whir as the magnifying lens slips into place. He bends his head over the stones for 2 seconds. Maybe less. Where'd you get this Drek? A gumball machine? I'll give you 1,000 for him. Hey, my academic etiquette. The software in your HUD appraised the value of the stones? He looks amused. Could be. We both know that the International Gemological Institute will set the price far higher than you're offering. It'll take time for you to get the top new in for it. Let's call it 2,000. Fine. Give me a cred stick. Alright, so we're 2,000 up. Now, we got 2,000. Let's go downstairs. Buy some goodies. The cyber stuff, or the body mods, I don't care about as much as I want that new deck. I want one of those. Killer, medic, shield. ESPs and 4 programs. About 1 ESP. I'm all about the TPSP. I'm assuming I slot them before I go in. Alright, which cache do I got? Man. Alright, so I need 750 minimum for the next, for the eyeball. You know what? Do these really help me? So, yes, since I'm trained, whatever. Alright guys, we is done here. We're gonna go to NTSB to the newest Ripper burger. Alright, this is your favorite Decker Bonsai, signing out. Or so I thought.